Jossyl, grilled cheese, just the way you like it.
Fries?
Yeah.
No, Jake, onion rings.
Oh. Oh. Quick little FYI.
Yeah.
Our last video got taken down due to copyright infringement, I guess, because of we threw in like a little clip from the full Monty because I was referencing something that Robert Carlo was in, and then apparently that didn't go over well.
Yeah, so we had to re-edit and upload the video again. So for anybody that has watched it and decides to watch it again, the ending is a little different.
And sorry all your comments are...
I know, like, you guys had such good comments for the premiere, and you guys were so excited, and we were having conversations and stuff, so sorry it's all deleted, but you can comment again, and we can have the same conversation all over again. But yeah, just a heads up that that's the deal.
That's all.
The episode starts off with Snow in the middle of the night. She's having a bad dream. You know, she goes to Charming. Charming's awake. He can't sleep. Is anyone else like, where's Emma?
2 a.m. and immediately she assumes, oh, she's staying at Hook's house. Which, you know, you could assume that, but I mean, it's 2 a.m. so you can also assume she's sleeping.
I feel like Emma would hear all the ruckus and be like, Mom, Dad, what are you guys doing? I think she was sleeping over at Hook's place. And does anyone else get the vibe of the Queens of Darkness? That's what they call them, Queens of Darkness. Like kind of...
Who? Who's the Queens of Darkness? For anyone who doesn't know. Maleficent,
Cruella, and Ursula are considered the Queens of Darkness.
Wait, who coined that term?
I don't know, it's just like a hashtag. Once upon a time, like their official Twitter
right.
started like
that's like the thing.
Yeah, that's like last time it was hashtag once is frozen, and now it's like hashtag Queens of Darkness. Just the beginning was kind of funny how they're like, oh, Regina, blah, blah, blah. And Regina's like, oh my god, it's the Mean Girls again.
These are like her old like colleagues that she doesn't want to associate with herself with anymore.
Yeah. I really like the comic relief of Ursula and Cruella. I think they're really funny. They're not like so into themselves like the Snow Queen was, where it was like, okay, how is no one laughing at how ridiculous she is? Surprisingly,
Cruella and Ursula are a bit easier to take seriously.
Yeah, I'm doing like all the talking just because I have so much to say about this episode. It was a really good episode. Captain Swan at the beginning when they were just like, you know, holding hands, walking down the street, going to Granny's, like, I can't! They were so cute!
It's the relationshipy things that, you know,
it's just like, yeah, like, oh, they're so cute, they're so cute, they're so cute. They're so cute, they're just like, I'm gonna go back and rewatch that scene again just to see them like smile at each other.
It's a genuine reaction. It's how she's reacting during the show too.
Like, I'm not even pretending.
I'll be sitting behind her watching a show and she'll be bent over like on the TV like, oh my god.
They're so cute. The Charmings, they're like super desperate and weird in this episode. And I understand why. They have a huge secret, but it's like...
Okay, I mentioned this to Jossyl during the show, but do you remember, what season is Peter Pan season?
Season 3.
In season 3, when... Okay, so spoilers, if you haven't seen season 3, there's a big old spoiler coming out of my mouth right now.
Spoiler, 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 spoiler. Stop watching.
Skip ahead, maybe 1 or 2 minutes.
Rumple and Pan have had a lot of personal interactions, okay? But not once have they ever said like father or son or I'm your dad. But all of a sudden when the audience finds out that Peter Pan is Rumple's dad, then they start acknowledging each other as like dad and son and stuff like that. And it's just like, why didn't you say that before? Like, why are you saying it now?
And it's the same idea for like Charming and Snow, how they keep saying our secret to each other when it's just the two of them.
I know, it's like if me and Jake had a secret like that, I wouldn't be like, yeah, like our secret.
Like we'd still talk about.
I'd be like, yeah, how we like fucking killed Maleficent.
Anyways, it was annoying because they were like just keep bringing it up throughout the whole episode.
And I bet you now, in the next episode, they're gonna openly be like, yeah, how we killed Maleficent's kid, or how Maleficent can't have kids anymore, or something like that. Yeah. Now they're gonna openly say it. But whatever. The bell scene with Cruella and Ursula was kind of funny, how like they walk in and she's just like, drop your psh psh. That was a really bad, that was a really bad impression. But as she was like,
wait, did they walk in with a gun?
No, I don't remember. I was
Ursula, drop your.
I was picturing Belle with a gun. But she was like
behind the counter.
Yeah, she closed her book and she had a potion. And she's like,
oh yeah.
Watch yourself.
I'm gonna hold you still and make you drink this. No, don't! You're drinking it! I'm keeping my mouth closed. She's asking about Rumple, and then Belle's like, how is he? Is he doing alright? And like, you know, she still kind of cares about him.
Yeah, wait, what did...
That's my personal shit.
What did... You ship Rumple?
Yeah.
And I felt bad when Cruella told Rumple that Belle didn't care about him.
I know. Oh, that guy, man, he has such a hard life.
I feel so bad for Rumple.
He's like trying to get all these villains together, and they're all just turning on him. All these like, you know what I mean?
I know it's weird, but is there anyone out there who like kind of ships Hook? I mean, not Hook, sorry. Who kind of ships Charming and Cruella? Because I think all of Cruella's lines to Charming are hilarious.
So funny. Okay, everything Charming does, I'm starting to find a lot of humor in him because like, I was saying to Jossyl, like, he's Prince Charming, but he seems like someone who didn't want that role in his life, and he's just kind of playing it cool all the time. Like, what was it that Cruella said to him?
She's like, if only your ideas matched your good looks.
Yeah, and he's like, and he like, can't like take it.
Or what did she say? She was like, oh,
Sheriff
Chiseled Jaw or whatever.
Or Chiseled Chin, or Jaw. And he'll just like always pause and kind of look for a second. He always has like the same expression on his face.
It's like,
do I go for it?
Do I not? Or... The scene with Hook and Emma in the sheriff's station where he brings her grilled cheese. I can't. And I love how I personally got the vibe off that scene that Emma thought that Hook and Ursula dated, which I think that's what she did because she did get that impression.
Yeah, it was intentional.
Because later she was like, did you break her heart? Right? Mm-hmm. So I think she was thinking that Hook... And
all it took was for Ursula to walk past and be like, Hook.
That's totally me. Right, I would so get jealous too.
Oh my god, if we went somewhere in public and there's some girl... This would never happen because she seems to think I have some amazing track record, which I don't. And there's some girl that walked past in the middle of the city and she's like, Jake? And like walked across the street. You'd be like, what the fuck? And
well, yeah, and I'd rip her weave out. Hook always tries to, you know, be honest with Emma and do the right thing and like never hurt her. But that was the first time we see a little taste of Hook like not being honest with her or not like. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
It's the first time we've seen some like actual. I wouldn't say it's the first time, but like typical relationship tension. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Like an actual like relationship problem. I think that's cool. Like looking forward to stuff like that.
Looking forward to their first fight.
I am!
And, you know, makeup
sex. The whole Pinocchio book thing, can someone please explain to me because are August and Pinocchio two different people? I'm very confused because August died, so why is Pinocchio, or did when he die, like, the essence of Pinocchio came and like stayed? I don't understand, so can someone please like comment and explain to me because I don't know how August died, but yeah, Pinocchio's still there.
Sort of feeding off of that, I made a little note. I just think like sometimes there's like too many side stories going on. Like it's a bit much. Like every single character almost has their own little side story going on.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Well,
at times.
it's not. It's confusing because you jumped into it in season 3.
I guess so.
If you watch season 1 and 2, then you would understand.
Yeah, I guess it all makes sense.
Yeah, you would know who these characters are. I was so excited for old Regina coming back, and she was kind of like, bitch, you remember who you are. You were wearing a leather jacket, you were on a motorcycle. Like, she was about to like throw her fireball at the little kid.
I don't know if she was gonna do that.
That was a little fun to see like a little bit of old Regina coming back, like being sassy and stuff. But her character development is insane. I think Lana is such a good actress. In that scene with her and Geppetto, I felt so bad. Like,
yeah.
And then even at the end when Snow confides in Regina, like, if that's not character development, I don't know what is.
It's really interesting and fun to watch her character change and how she's really playing like a struggling character who's having like a lot of like self-doubt and stuff like that. So that whole scene where Maleficent is like, I guess, resurrected, so to speak, it looks like it's supposed to be a very powerful scene and you're like, oh my god, like this is crazy. But it didn't feel like it because like a second ago we were just watching Maleficent Like with the other two in the flashback scenes.
If we didn't see Maleficent at all, because even
up until that point,
yeah, then it would be like, oh my god, Maleficent's back.
Yeah, because they keep like in Storybrooke, they keep talking about it and like building it up, like blah blah blah, Maleficent's coming, and that'd be really cool to finally see her. But we've seen her from the start, and we keep seeing her in the flashback scenes like it's no big deal. So
yeah, so
it just seemed like a lot, kind of like a lost opportunity there.
I agree. The best scene, in my opinion, in the entire episode was the Hook and Emma scene in the sheriff station, where there were so many good we actually, because we record it, and I probably rewound.
Yeah, rewound.
I probably rewound. It sounds funny when I say rewound. And the more I say rewound, it doesn't sound like a word.
I probably rewatched it.
Okay, when I rewatched it like 5 times, there are so many good things about it. First of all, Emma and Hook being like, you know, like, I'm gonna see the good in you, and I love you, and you know, you tell me at your own time. Well, they didn't say I love you, but you know, you tell me at your own time. You know, like holding hands, and like Hook's like, oh my god, there's so much pressure, but like I'm so happy that you love me. And then Emma talking about her parents, and then the moment where what's her name? Where Snow and David walk in, and they're like,
well, first of all, they're standing there the whole time watching.
No, but like when they first walk in, and
oh yeah, they're like
okay, and
charming as usual.
People need to go back and like rewatch Charming's expression when Jennifer Goodwin, Snow, Mary Margaret, so many names, when Snow is just like, oh my god, they're talking, like she like goes back and Charming's like, what's going on? What if Emma was just like, you know what, come over here on the couch, and she like takes off her shirt? Like, how awkward would that be if Mary Margaret and David walked in at that moment? And then Hook and Emma, they're like holding hands and they're about to kiss, but then they see Snow and Charming, and then Hook's like, oh my god, you guys are cock blocking me, and Hook's expression.
Yeah, I know. Hook's expression is so funny. He's like he's like embarrassed and he's like pissed off at the same time.
It's like fucking awesome.
Every time. I thought I locked that door on the way in.
After when Mary Margaret and David actually approach them, Hook and Emma are still holding hands. It's so cute. It's so cute.
They are. They're probably dating without even like any direction, just because they're so used to it, because they're like together.
So the very last scene, lots of things about it. So obviously Snow confiding in Regina. I thought that was really nice. Character development. Captain Swan walking, once again, Captain Swan walking down the street, holding hands. Hook's just like looking at her.
Yeah, where do you get that big goofy smile out of nowhere? You
I love it. She probably like said something to him, or like,
he's like, don't worry, someday soon. Or she's like,
or maybe they're like off to his apartment to like whatever, and that's why he's so happy.
Yeah.
I thought the secret was a little bit of a letdown.
It was a little underwhelming, considering all the build-up. And I still wasn't exactly sure what it is. Even now, I'm still a little confused by it.
Well, okay, what happened was, in the past, Maleficent wanted to stop the curse because she was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Like Snow, and that's why she's like, let's work together because we're both pregnant, we both have to save our kids. And like, I wasn't even shocked when Maleficent said she was pregnant. I was kind of just like, oh, that's weird. She's pregnant, like, who's the dad? Like,
yeah, that was my first thought, because it's Maleficent, and like, it can't just be any guy. I don't know. Unless
this baby is significant, but I mean, I don't even think the baby was born.
She just conceived out of nowhere.
Yeah. What Mary Margaret, or what Snow was saying, is that because of her and Charming, Maleficent didn't have her kid. That's the secret. Or they killed the kid, or like something like that, or the kid disappeared because of them. I don't know if she had the kid, but yeah, because of them, Maleficent doesn't have her child. So
I think the only thing left to talk about is what I thought was the most intense scene in the episode, maybe even, oh, I wouldn't say the whole season, but in the episode, when Rumple's going to check on Belle, because earlier he was like asking about her and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And they were all like, no, she doesn't like you anymore, you're dumb.
She's fine.
But friggin' like spying on her, like watching her and stuff, and then Will comes in, I'm just like, oh shit.
I know.
And his like heart is like obviously like ripping in half. Like
he did. I felt so bad for his reaction. I like
that because I feel like we were caught off guard just as much as he was, because there was, I can't remember when, but I'm pretty sure there was some sort of scene between Belle and Will that sort of implied something was going to happen.
When?
I'm almost 100% positive there was a scene at one point where like they had like just a very small interaction, but I think it implied that like
There was never an interaction between Will and Belle. That's why it's so random.
I thought there was.
There was. She found him drunk in the library one time, but they never talked.
Regardless, the fact that we didn't know about it is what makes it, I think, more intense because we were all caught off guard.
Yeah, I knew because of spoilers and like behind the scenes photos that Will and Belle were going to become a thing, but I didn't know it was going to be like that. I thought it would be like a build up, but it's like, oh no.
But that's what makes it better. I think.
He's in the library and they're like fucking kissing. What? When did this happen? When did this happen?
Well, I guess it's just like a secret relationship that's going on. Maybe no one knows about it yet. Right?
Oh, at the beginning of the episode, Will was like, "Oh, the regular." And she gave him 2 coffees, so maybe
there you go.
Maybe that shows that like every morning he like goes, because why would he get 2 coffees?
So like it's been going on behind the scenes.
It's been going on for a while.
So yeah, that just makes it, I don't know, it just makes it so much cooler. It's like find out at the same time Rumple's finding out, because then it's like, oh my god, is this happening? That guy is gonna have issues.
Do you think that it's...
He's gonna start drinking soon.
Do you think that it's like genuinely Will and Belle, or do you think Cruella and Ursula have something to do with it? Like maybe it was like they were playing a trick on him and it wasn't actually like...
No, I think it's genuinely Will and Belle. It's just gonna start another like little side thing between Rumple. I'm interested to see if Rumple and Belle have a scene like maybe he walks into Mr. Gold's shop or whatever and he like makes some like snarky remark or something like that.
I thought it was an awesome episode.
Yeah.
It was better. I think it was better than Premiere,
concise.
actually.
There's definitely nothing bad about the episode.
No. I thought it was great. It was entertaining the entire time. Yeah, looking forward to next week.